Okay, hello. How are you today? I hope you are well on this rainy day. Today our class is about future tenses. We are going to revise the future tenses we saw in the previous class and we are going to add a new one, right? Okay, last class we dealt with uh, going to future and will. We said that going to future is used to talk about plans, intentions, and predictions with evidence. And we have got an example here. I am going to cook pasta for dinner. Remember that we use the verb to be, is or are, going to, and the verb in the infinitive. So, to talk about plans, intentions, and predictions with evidence. We also said in the previous class that we use will for promises, predictions, offers, and decisions at the moment, for example, in a shop or in a restaurant, when we decide what to buy or what to eat, right? In this case, we have a promise, an example of a promise. I will go on a diet, I promise, right? And today we are adding a third future tense, that is the present continuous. The present continuous for future arrangements. Future arrangements are fixed plans, fixed future plans, when you probably know when or where the action is happening, right? So have a look at this. So it is used for fixed future plans, and here we have some examples. We are getting married on the 12th of December. We have a specific date, so it is a fixed plan, right? I am meeting Jane at the airport tomorrow at 3 p.m. We know where, the place, and we know the time, so it is also a fixed plan. And she is traveling to Europe in January. Probably she already has the tickets, the plane tickets to travel, yes? So it is also a fixed future plan. Now, it is called present continuous for future arrangements because as you can see from the examples, this is the present continuous, the verb to be and is or are, and the verb with ing, yes? Now, the reference is not at the moment or at present or today. The reference is a future time and a specific future time. Yes, you know exactly when or where or at what time the action is happening in the future. Yes, is it clear? So this topic we are dealing with today is on page 15 from the student's book. You can have a look at a box on top. It says grammar. You have three examples. Are you having a party? I'm going out with Luke. Martin isn't coming on Saturday. And we have got a note here. We often use a time phrase like this weekend, on Saturday, in May at 2 p.m. with the present continuous for future arrangements. All these expressions referring to a future time, right? And then you have to choose the correct option. We use the present continuous for a fixed future plan or a prediction. Okay, have a look at your notes and you circle the correct answer. Then in exercise number 3, we have got a calendar. It says, look at Luke and Doris' family calendar. You have the days here and write sentences about their arrangements. Arrangements, present continuous for future arrangements, right? Fixed plans. So for example, on Monday, their dads get starting a new job. On Tuesday, Luke, if it is crossed out, it means that it is a negative sentence. Luke isn't going to the dentist. He, at 4 o'clock, he is going to football practice at 4:15. And Jody is meeting Anne after school. So you have to make sentences in the present continuous for future arrangements. The verb to be is or are in the positive or negative form and the main verb with ing. Then, on the same page, we've got some use of English vocabulary, the typical phrases that we use in everyday English. And in this case, the topic is making arrangements, making plans, invite, accept, and refuse with excuses. So, how to make invitations and how to make a plan. Yes, you make a plan and you invite someone to do something. Here we've got a dialogue that you can read on your own. And here you've got a table that is divided into three groups, different ways to invite, to make invitations. Would you like to go to a music festival? Would you like to, and the verb in infinitive, right? The verb doesn't change. Do you want to go to the cinema? Yes, inviting. Do you want to have an ice cream? Do you fancy going skateboarding? Do you fancy having an ice cream? So if you use the phrase, would you like to and do you want to, the verb doesn't change, the verb goes in infinitive form. But if you use do you fancy or what about going into town, for example, do you fancy and what about are followed by the verb with ing. Yes? So what about watching a film on TV? Or do you fancy watching a film on TV, right? Three different ways you can use to invite someone to do something, to make arrangements. The other person, your friend or the person you're inviting, can accept, yes, that sounds fun, yes, that sounds great, thanks, that would be great, or sure, I'd love to, me encantaría, right? Or the person can say no and refuse and make some excuses. I'm afraid I can't, I'm busy. Or sorry, I can't, I'm babysitting, or I'm working, or I'm studying. I'd like to, but my grandparents are visiting. Yes, you can change the excuse. I don't really fancy, but thanks. I don't want to, I don't like it. Thanks for asking, but I don't think I can, right? So different ways to say no politely and with excuses. You're going to practice this in the Zoom class orally, so don't worry, just for you to know the different ways you can ask an invitation. Now, for homework, then you're going to do exercise number 3 and page 102. On page 102, one sec, let me check, let me find the page. On page 102, you can do lesson 1b. You've got 8 sentences. Tick the correct sentence. If the sentence is correct with present continuous for future arrangements, you put a tick. If the sentence is incorrect, yes, it is not a fixed future plans, but it is an offer, or it is an intention, or it is a prediction with evidence, you have to rewrite it. If it is incorrect, you have to rewrite it using will or going to, right? And exercise number 3, there is a message. You have to complete the message with the phrases from the box. It's an invitation. Okay, this is from the student's book. From the workbook, you can do pages 10 and 11. And I tell you what you have to do. These phrases, exercise 1, you are going to deal with in the Zoom class, so you can wait a little bit to do it. Exercise 2, complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets. Present continuous for future, so is and is or are and the verb with ing. Exercise 3, the same. Present continuous for future only, right? For future arrangements. And exercise number 4, make arrangements, invite, accept, and refuse with excuses. Choose the correct option. You have to circle the correct verb. Remember, when you use do you fancy or what about, the verb goes with ing, right? And number 5, complete the dialogue with words and phrases from the box. There are some phrases there for making invitations. Okay, I hope this is clear, and if you have any questions, please write to me and ask. See you next class. Thank you.